Hello guys, welcome to my review. This review is going to be an MMO RPG on the game Tera, but it's not going to be on the PC because that came out in 2012-2013. I'm actually going to talk about it on the PS4 and Xbox One. I hope you guys enjoyed. The topics that I'm going to talk about is story, visual, audio, mechanics, service, and overall. So without further ado, let's start this. The story is about, well, the story gets quite complicated and odd, so I'll keep it short. So someone was able to bring the Argons to the universe, and now you have to try and find ways to save Valkyria and the rest of the country. Anya gets captured and ends up being a sacrifice to save your characters and other protagonists. Then from there, you do missions to try and unfold the story of what is happening. But if you don't want to do that, then there's always Vanguard Quest, which basically allows you to play dungeon missions and other mini quests to gain XP, which gives you a lot more than normal quests, which Vanguard quests varying from 1 million to upwards XP. But I beg, please play with friends or else there is going to be a chance that you'll get demolished by the bosses. The visuals are pretty nice. I could see why it's a bit outdated because it is an old game that's been ported into the PS4 and Xbox One. But the environment and structures are really nice to look at and ongoing through areas that could be quite good, as well as when you are progressing through other areas. The models can be quite beautiful, as well as something that's just a 2012 game. Now about the music in Tera. The music in Tera is actually pretty nice, and the fact that the instruments they use really do work well with what a fantasy MMO RPG should sound like. I mean, it's like when you go into the music menu, it even right off the bat it just tells you it's a fantasy MMO RPG game as well. So to that I would say the music did really well in the actual game itself, and I applaud you for making such great music for this game. I'm going to talk about the mechanics in the game because they did do stuff that is quite unique, but sometimes it feels like a complete copy and paste when it comes to interacting. So about the mechanic is that the attacking can be quite fluent except when the hitbox misses the enemy and you don't even get the hit that you needed because it didn't even detect that you hitted it. Also, the control scheme is quite sound once you get to know it, which might take a couple of days, a week or a month depending how quickly you pick it up. But I think that how it looks, you might be able to pick up within a week, but it can be real confusing if you don't know MMORPGs really well, such as me. When it comes to interacting, the text is good, but it can be a bit generic. Also, the characters and the characters' voices felt like they were a bit lazy in trying to give variety and personality on the characters. Other than that, it's great.
Business for the Federation.
The service can be good with their support and servers, except when you crash, and lag is when you are stuck there for the next 3 to 5 minutes. Now, it is great that they have a Tera store to get extra costumes and other equipment, mount skins for swords and more. But EMP points and purchases are expensive. The only thing I'll say is the products they represent in the Tera store looks pretty cool. I think the game is pretty nice with its visuals and audio. There could be bugs and noticeable errors, but it's not enough for me to stop playing the game, so I'd have to give this game a 7.5 out of 10. I would have really liked to give it an 8 if it was not so laggy and if it would not crash sometimes.